Sure, all of you are ready to continue with this arithmetic part. My name is Ronak Shah and this is Unacademy CAT4MBA channel. So guys, let's begin with the new topic of arithmetic, and that is simple interest and compound interest. So I'm going to simplify this complete topic for you. So please be there for next 50 minutes, right? Okay. Okay, fine. So guys, here is a brief detail about myself in case if you are attending my session for the first time. So my name is Ronak Shah and I have completed my MBA and I'm also an engineer. I have more than 12 years of teaching experience and I have also trained more than 10,000 students in this period. In fact, we have the best of the educators on this channel. So make sure that you have subscribed to our channel, which is once again Unacademy CAT4MBA. This is the agenda for the session. We will quickly understand why will you take loan at compound interest, because I'm sure all of you have studied this thing during the school that in the compound interest we need to pay interest on interest. That means we pay more interest compared to simple interest. So why would someone borrow the loan at compound interest, right? So this is what we'll understand first, and then we'll of course look at the difference between simple interest, compound interest. Then there is an interesting rule of 72 which will actually simplify many questions that are asked in CAT exam. So we'll understand that as well. We'll look at installment problems and we'll of course look at plenty of important formulae, and we'll practice plenty of questions. At the end of the session, I'll also summarize all the points that we have discussed. In fact, this particular session is divided in two parts. So this is part one of simple interest, compound interest, and next time we'll all discussing more problems and more concepts of this particular topic. So guys, let's begin. And yeah, hi Komal, how are you? So just to quickly tell you, I mean, make sure that you have subscribed to this channel, and also you are part of this discussion group, which is cat_discussions. So please be there. In case if you want any kind of counseling guidance, feel free to contact me on my Telegram ID, which is Ronak_live, and these are my WhatsApp and Instagram details. Yeah, hi Siddesh, good evening. And yes guys, I'll also suggest that you go for subscription. In fact, I can give you one more reason to go for subscription now. I'm starting a new LRDI course. So in case if LRDI is your worry, you can put it aside. If you can attend my plus course, for that you need to take subscription. You can go for 6 months plan, 12 months plan, 24 months plan, and whatever is the pricing, you apply this referral code and you will get 10% waiver in that as well. So I'm sure you would like to have this. Hi Shamita, how are you? Good evening. Fine. So guys, let's crack it and let's begin. So the first question, what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? Why would you borrow at compound interest, right? Because in compound interest, as we know, we need to pay interest on interest. So why would someone borrow at compound interest, right? And in which scenario we go for simple interest, which situation we go for compound interest? That's the question. Can you quickly type your views in the comment section so that I can understand everyone? Yeah. Komal, hi Sumit, good evening. Vaibhav, CI is interest on interest, correct Vaibhav? So why would someone borrow at CI? Compound interest पे क्यों borrow करेंगे? That's the first question that I'm asking, right? Huh? Simple is fixed every year. Yeah, that's fine. Simple is fixed every year. So Vaibhav, if you want to borrow money, say you want to take education loan for your MBA program, which one would you prefer? Which scheme would you prefer? Simple interest or compound interest? Hi Zahir. Guys, of course, won't you prefer simple interest because you will have to pay less interest? You know, your MBA fees is going to be in lakhs. On an average, the fees is 12 to 15 lakhs. And if you are taking, say, even if you are taking 10 lakhs loan, the remaining amount, say, are being paid by your parents. But even if you go for 10 lakhs loan, you will, if you calculate interest on interest, every month you will have to pay maybe 4,000 or 5,000 more. So why would someone pay that? बोरो नहीं करेंगे CI में, we will have to pay. अरे दोस्तों, please understand, CI compound interest and SI simple interest, ultimately both of these are related to when you borrow money or when you lend money. Interest is nothing but the charges that you pay for using the money. Now, if you are giving loan to someone, so you will recover those charges from him. So that is called interest. Now this interest calculation can be done either in the simple interest way or in the compound interest way. Yeah. Komal, Siddesh, Shabita, are you there? Hi Saurav, good evening. So this is my question, guys, because see, if I just give the formula, simple interest is PNR upon 100, compound interest is amount into principal into 1 plus R upon 100 whole raised to n. What's the point? That of course you know. Maybe you can even speak faster than what I can speak, but that would not be helpful in CAT exam, right? You will have to understand the concept. And this is what we are going to do in next 15 minutes. I'm going to make sure that before we end this session, you are 100% clear about this difference between SI and CI. As simple as that. So guys, come on. Why would you borrow at compound interest? Both of these are, both of this can come in the picture when you borrow money. Suppose if you want it for your education loan. Any idea? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's quickly look at the calculation of SI and CI once again, which of course you are pretty clear. I'm not looking at formula right now. I'm just looking at the calculation. Maybe it would give you some hint. Guys, if you borrow 1,000 rupees, I'm Mr. Shah, right? And I borrow 1,000 rupees. You know, COVID, I'm moneyless. So guys, if I borrow 1,000 rupees at 10% per annum rate of interest for 3 years. Now, if I have borrowed it at simple interest, then the first year interest will be this 10% of 1,000, that is 100 rupees. Even for the second year, the interest will be same 10% of 1,000, that is 100 rupees, and third year interest will also be the same 10% of 1,000, that is 100 rupees. So for 3 years, I'll be paying total interest of 300 rupees. As simple as that. This is my simple interest for 3 years. Yes, everyone, are you all with me? Okay, now compound interest, if I borrow this 1,000 rupees at compound interest, you know what will happen? The interest will be, for the first year, the interest will be, of course, this 10% of 1,000, that is 100 rupees. Now what you do is, at the end of first year, this 100 rupees will be added to this previous principal, and your new principal will be 1,100 rupees. And for the second year, this 10% interest will be counted on this new principal. So it will come out to be 110 rupees, right? Again, this 110 rupees will be added in the previous principal. So new principal will become 1,210 rupees. And for the third year, the interest will be 10% on this 1,210. So it will come out to be 121 rupees. So look at how much compound interest have I paid in 3 years. It is 331 rupees. ये तो सिर्फ मैंने 1,000 रुपए बोरो किए थे, तो मुझे 31 रुपए ज्यादा पे करने आ रहे हैं, right? I am paying 31 extra rupees on 1,000 rupees. Just imagine what will happen if I borrow 1 lakh rupees. I'll have to pay 3,100 rupees extra. Or if I borrow 10,000 rupees, right? If I borrow 10 lakh rupees loan, so what will happen? This difference will again be even more, 31,000. Guys, why would you pay that 31,000 rupees extra? Correct? Hi Rashid. So everyone, do you have any answer for this question? Yes or no? Isn't that a valid question, that why would you borrow at compound interest? Why would you take that 10 lakh rupees of your education loan at compound interest, where you will have to pay 31,000 extra? You know, if you have borrowed for 3 years, say. Who would like to pay extra? Yaar? We are Indians, we like free things. Forget about paying extra, isn't that? So guys, let's understand the correct difference. The difference is this one. Now pay your attention and listen to me carefully. Guys, when you borrow the money at simple interest, when I borrow 1,000 rupees at simple interest, it is understood that I'll have to pay this interest at the end of every year. If the interest is calculated at the end of every year, I'll have to pay the interest as and when it becomes due. So अगर suppose first year का interest 100 rupees आया, मुझे बैंक को जाके वो 100 rupees पे कर देना पड़ेगा. फिर से बैंक क्या करेगी, 1,000 पे 10% कैलकुलेट करेगी. फिर से मैं सेकेंड ईयर के एंड में जाके 100 रुपीज बैंक को पे कर दूंगा. सेम वे थर्ड ईयर के एंड में मैं ये 100 रुपीज पे करूंगा और वो 1,000 रुपीज पे करूंगा. सो टोटल आई विल पे 1000 rupees my principal plus 300 rupees interest. Are you getting this point? So when we borrow money at simple interest, we need to pay interest as and when it has become due. But when I borrow money at compound interest, I don't need to go to the bank in between. I don't need to take the trouble of going to the bank at the end of every year. I can save myself from that trouble, and for that reason I'll be paying something extra. No pain, no gain, right? So you are paying something extra. The gain is you don't need to make those interim payments. And I'll also tell you in practical situation in real life, where do we use compound interest and where do we use simple interest. Okay, so listen to me carefully. Yes, Sumit, Vaibhav, Zahir, Saurav, have you all understood this part? कि सिंपल इंटरेस्ट में आपको इंटरेस्ट जब भी ड्यू होता है तब पे करना होता है. अब कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में क्या होता है वो समझो. फर्स्ट ईयर का इंटरेस्ट कितना आया 100 रुपीज. आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू द बैंक टू पे दैट 100 रुपीज. सो एट द एंड ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर, और यू कैन से एट द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द सेकंड ईयर, बैंक विल थिंक दैट आई हैव एडिशनली बोरोड दैट 100 rupees. My outstanding amount earlier was that principal of 1000 rupees, and this 100 rupees is the additional outstanding amount, right? So that's why for second year bank will calculate interest on this total outstanding amount of 1100 rupees. Are you getting this point? So which will come out to be 110. Again, I am not paying back this interest, so that will again be an additional outstanding amount. So for the third year, the total outstanding amount will be this 1000 plus first year's interest plus second year's interest, that is 1210. And that's why for third year the interest will be calculated on this 1210 rupees. Are you getting this point? What is the difference between SI and CI? In SI you pay the interest at the regular interval as and when it becomes due, right? In compound interest you don't pay the interest in between. At the end of the period you pay the lump sum amount, which is complete interest plus the principal, and that's why your the calculation happens like interest on interest. Are we clear? Bank charges SI till we study and then charges CI after we complete, according to our example. Exactly, Vaibhav. That's correct. It looks like you have taken the education loan, I believe. So guys, how bank does, let me tell you. Suppose you borrow education loan of rupees 10 lakhs. Okay. So what will happen? Your education is for 2 years, right? So for this period of 2 years, every month, first month, because bank calculates interest at the end of every month. Remember, they don't do calculate at the end of year. First month, second month, third month, up to 24th month, your parents will have to pay back this interest which is getting accrued. So suppose rate of interest is 12% per annum. So what is the interest rate per month? 1%. What is 1% of 10 lakhs? Can I say 10,000? So your parents will have to pay 10,000 rupees at the end of every month. Of course, they will not have to visit the bank because it is always auto debited. So the money, this 10,000 rupees will be deducted from your father or mother's account at the end of every month. So this calculation will be simple interest. Now what's the reason? Why are they doing it this way? So by the time you complete the education, your amount, your principal amount will not increase. At the end of the 2 years, that is by the time you complete your MBA and you get the job, your outstanding amount will remain the same, 10 lakh rupees. Are you getting this point? Now what bank will do is, bank will convert this 10 lakh rupees in the EMIs for 5 years. So this is how the calculation is done over there. Okay, so the question is, where do we use compound interest? So guys, compound interest is used in the case of term loans. Term loans. Now what are the term loans? Let me explain. Guys, there is an XYZ builder. There is an XYZ builder. Okay? Real estate company. Now this builder has some piece of land and it wants to construct some flats over here. He wants to construct some flats over here. Okay, so but then he doesn't have money to construct this flat. He has estimated that the total cost of building this flats will come out to be say 200 crore. Okay, and so what he'll do is he'll go to the bank and he'll ask bank, okay, please give me a loan of 200 crores for the period of 3 years, because he has estimated that the complete construction cost is going to be 200 crore. He's planning to build some 4 huge towers, and each tower has about say 100 flats. So he's planning to construct 400 flats. So for that, total construction cost is going to be 200 crore. but and he knows that this construction will take 2 years time, and once the construction is over, it will take 1 more year for all the flats to be sold, right? And when all the flats will be sold, he's expecting revenue of 500 crore. Based on his past experiences, he is expecting revenue of 500 crore. So what he'll do is he'll go to the bank and ask for 2 crores term loan for a period of 3 years. Now in this term loan, he'll not have to make any payments in between. In the term loans, you make the full payment at the end of the complete loan period, right? So what he'll do is he'll take the loan of 200 crores for the period of 3 years. He'll allow the interest to get accumulated, and at the end of 3 years, suppose with interest this amount has become 300 crores. So by the time he would have sold all the flats, right, and he would have generated revenue of 500 crores, he'll straight away pay 300 crores to the bank out of this 500 crores, and he'll still make 200 crores profit. Are you getting this point? So guys, it's a win-win situation for bank as well as for the builder. Bank is getting more interest, at the same time builder is getting that peace of mind that no one is going to trouble me for a period of next 2 years. Are we clear, everyone? Show me a thumbs up if you all have understood this difference between SI and CI. Yep, क्लियर है सबको? चलो फाइन. सो मैंने आपको कैलकुलेशन भी दिखा दिया, कैलकुलेशन कैसे करते हैं. सो गाइस जल्दी से फॉर्मूले देख लेते हैं. सो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट का फॉर्मूला होता है PNR अपॉन 100 और PRT. T stands for time period, N stands for number of years. सो आप T कहो या N कहो, it's one and same. So PRT upon 100, and compound interest in that you get amount formula is principal into 1 plus R upon 100 whole raised to N when the interest is compounded annually. Now guys, what does it mean by compounding? See, we will find this thing, interest is compounded annually. So in the previous example, we were adding, in the case of compound interest, we were adding this principal, this interest back to the principal at the end of every year, right? So this process of adding interest back to the principal is called compounding. So normally बैंक कंपाउंडिंग कैसे करता है? अगर कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट पे लिया तो मंथली कंपाउंडिंग करता है, याद रखना. पर आपको मंथली कंपाउंडिंग के क्वेश्चन नहीं देंगे, आपको ईयरली कंपाउंडिंग के क्वेश्चन देंगे, हाफ ईयरली के देंगे, क्वार्टरली के देंगे, क्योंकि उससे ज्यादा करने के तो बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाता है, राइट? ओके फाइन. सो अगर इंटरेस्ट आपका कंपाउंडिंग एन्युअली हो रहा है तो ये फॉर्मूला आएगा. अगर हाफ ईयरली कंपाउंडिंग हो रहा है गाइस तो ये फॉर्मूला आएगा. देखो अब हाफ ईयरली कंपाउंडिंग और ईयरली कंपाउंडिंग में डिफरेंस क्या है? देखो, सो एक साल का रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट R है. सो व्हाट इज द हाफ ईयर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट? R/2. एक साल में 6 महीने के कितने पीरियड आते हैं? हाफ ईयर के कितने पीरियड आते हैं? 2 पीरियड आते हैं. सो पीरियड हैज बिकम 2n. सो दैट्स द ओनली चेंज. Same way, if it is quarterly compounding, then rate of interest will become R/4 because R is the rate of interest per annum. So what is the quarterly rate of interest? R/4. And what will be the total number of periods? 4n. Or how many times will compounding happen in any years? 4n times compounding would happen. Are we all clear? So this is how you need to remember the formula. There are few more formulae that I'll share it with you, but I'm sure now you are clear with two things: the difference between SI and CI, in which situations we use SI, which situation we use CI, and of course different formulae, right? Okay, so guys, let's go ahead with the questions. Simple questions. Chalo. Here is a question for you. Take 1 minute time and figure out. Take 1 minute time and figure out. Guys, remember, in the case of simple interest, for the same period, the interest will remain same. So for example, if the interest is of 300 rupees for a period of 5 years, so every 5 years, the interest of 300 rupees will be added to the principal. For the same period, interest remains same. If for 1 year, the interest is 100 rupees, so every year interest will come out to be 100 rupees only. It doesn't change, right? Okay, fine. So yeah, let's understand this. Let's try to solve this question, everyone. Rashid, are you there? Rashid, Sumit, Saurav, Vaibhav and Zahir, show me a thumbs up. कोई बेहोश तो नहीं हो गया है ना अब तक? Yeah. And guys, don't forget to press the like button. Quickly press the like button. Yeah. Yes, okay. Okay, so I'm starting the plus course from today, from 7 p.m. LRDI plus course. So quickly take the subscription using my referral code, that is SHAH10, in case if you haven't taken, and please join me at 7 p.m. You can even do it right now in case if you haven't taken. I know, Zahir has, I think, taken, and Sumit already have that. Saurav, Vaibhav, are you going to be there in the plus course? Because it's not only about DI plus course, I am starting number system plus course also. So complete number system from me. Same way, there will be many things, how to increase the percentile. So there will be a plus course on that, right? So I'll be starting this kind of 10 days plus courses, 10 to 15 days plus courses. And plus courses are always special courses. Special session are always special, but plus courses are special, right? Okay. Fine guys, any answer for this? Quickly type the answer. Where is Rashid? I didn't see any response from Rashid. Is he there? Fine. One hour, 7 to 8. A person invested a sum of money in a bank at simple interest. He observed that his amount has grown 1500 at the end of third year, right? So let me just write over here: first year, second year, third year, and fourth year and fifth year. So whatever he invested at the end of, his amount has grown 1500 at the end of third year. So amount uska 1500 ho gaya. Please understand, this is amount which is principal plus interest. And at the end of fifth year, can I say इसके अंदर थर्ड ईयर का अमाउंट है, मतलब 3 साल का इंटरेस्ट होगा? Yes or no? Principal plus interest for 3 years. Can I write it this way? 3i p plus 3i. Same way, at the end of 5 years, it is 1900. So this is nothing but principal plus interest of 5 years. So what is this difference? Can I say 2 times interest? Suppose I is the yearly interest. So 2 times interest is this one. What is this difference? 400. So 1 year interest per year will be equal to 200. So what should be the principal? Can I say principal should be 1500 minus 3 years interest, so it should be 900. So on this principal of 900, every year you are getting interest of 200 rupees. So what is this interest percentages? Can I say interest percentages is equal to 200 by 900 into 100%. So if you solve this thing, 1 by 9, 11.11%, 2 by 9, 22.22%. Yes or no? So as interest per annum is what? Option C, 22.22%. Guys, wasn't that a simple question? See, once you have understood everything, trust me, you are going to find questions simple, because now you can visualize things, right? Visualization is the best way to solve mathematical problems, right? So let's go ahead with one more. Dana, awesome Dana. Do you know who is this character, Dana? Who can tell me? Okay, Sumit, I'll explain. Just a moment. But tell me about this character. Who is this Dana? Yeah. Sumit, please understand. Principal, I don't know what was that, but the amount, that is principal plus 3 years interest, came out to be 1500, right? And amount became 1900 after 5 years. So what is this 1900 principal plus 5 years interest? So what is the difference between these two? Can I say p plus 3i and p plus 5i? Difference is 2i. It's a difference of 2i. And in terms of this amount, if you look at differences of 400, so I got interest per year is rupees 200. That's the first thing. Now every year you are getting interest of 200. So in 3 years we will get interest of 600 rupees, right? And after 3 years our principal plus interest, that is amount, was 1500. So in this 1500, 600 rupees is the interest. Subtract that, so you will get principal as 900 rupees. Now I have got principal, I have also got yearly interest, so I can find out percentage of interest. That came out to be 22.22%. Yes. Guys, has anyone watched Suits? It's a popular American television series on law. Suits. मस्त है. उसके अंदर एक कैरेक्टर है डाना. या डाना पॉल्सन. So, which series are you watching nowadays? Are you watching Money Heist? Or what are you watching? Because Game of Thrones, तो it's gone with a sad end. है ना? आप लोग इतने सिंसियर तो होगे नहीं कि पूरी कैट की पढ़ाई करो. कुछ ना कुछ तो साइड में चलता ही होगा. Okay, guys, chalo. Let's try to solve this question. 1 minute question. Please quickly answer this question. Try to solve this. Sumit, have you understood the previous question? Show me a thumbs up. Acha, Zahir. So you spend your time in YouTube and Plus classes. Okay, you watch our series, our special series, Plus series, is it? Ah, good. Yeah. Right, guys, now tell me the answer quickly for this question. See, 30 minutes is gone. We have 20 more minutes and we need to understand few more concepts. So let's try to solve this question. So Miss Jana earns an interest of 600 over 2 years on simple interest basis, right? On a compound interest basis at the same interest rate, she would earn 630. What is the rate of interest? Okay, what is the rate of interest? Yeah. Now guys, let me, okay, let's see. Is it coming out to be 10%, everyone? Correct. Answer is 10%. Now let me help you understand this question. Everyone, just pay your attention here. Look at this one. Let's look at this thing. ध्यान से देखना, okay? So compound interest for first year was 100, right? Now what is the compound interest for second year? Can I say it's 110, which is nothing but 100 plus 10 rupees, that is 110. So what is this 100? 10% of 1000, right? And what is this 10? 10% of first year's interest, that is 100. Are you getting this point? See, this 110 is nothing but 100, that is 10% of the original principal, plus the 10 rupees, which is 10% on the first year's interest. First year interest was 100, so 10% of that is this one, correct? So guys, please understand. Let's look at this question now. I don't know what is the first year's interest, but then difference between SI and CI. Okay, first year, second year, total. So Dana earns an interest of 600 over 2 years on simple interest basis. So can I say she must have earned 300 and 300 for both the years? Only then it will be 600, correct? Now compound interest will be 300 for first year, and second year it will be 300 plus some percent, okay, percent of this 300. So that, because this amount is 630, so can I say this should be 30? So what percent of 300 will be 30? Can I say 10%? Everyone, do you agree with this? So this is nothing but rate of interest. Please check that. Yeah. Zahir, Vaibhav, Sumit, Saurav. Where is Saurav? Saurav, are you there solving questions? Yep. Okay. So answer is 10% for this question. Right. Okay guys, now try for this one. This is also a good question. Chalo, I'm giving you 3 minutes time for this one. 3 minutes. Is Adil there? Normally Adil is also there. He's also not there today. So a money lender takes advantage of difficult situation of poor people and charges 50% interest. However, never gets caught because he gives 20% of his total capital, initial plus profit, as bribe. If in the beginning of 4th year he has a capital of 25,000 to invest, how much bribe did he give at the end of 2nd year? Guys, suppose he had 100x rupees. Okay. So what happens is this interest at the end of 1st year, the interest will be 50%. So he'll get 50x as the interest. Suppose he lended 100x at the beginning, so he'll get 50% interest, right? So what will be the total now? So can I say it will be 150x? Yeah, 100x plus 50x. Now what is the bribe over here? He'll give up a bribe as 20%. So what is 20% of 150x? 30x. So what is the amount left with him after that? Can I say he's left with 120x? So now he'll get interest of 50% on 120x, so it will come out to be 60x. Yes or no? What will be the total? 180x. What is the bribe? 20% of this, so 36x. Subtract it, you will be left with 144x. Same way, quickly do it for 3rd year. So what is 50% of 144x? 72x. Add that, so it will come out to be 216x, and then total will be interest will be 72x. So total will come out to be 72x plus 144x, that is 216x. And out of this 216x, he'll pay 20% as the bribe. Now what is 20% of this one? Now it is going to get into decimals, right? But we don't have any problem even if it gets into decimal, because if in the beginning of 4th year he has 25,000 capital, matlab, can I say beginning of 4th year means end of 3rd year? So what will be the bribe over here? 216 minus 20% of that, so 20% will be 43.2. subtract करो 216 x में से 43.2x, तो कितना आएगा guys? कितना आएगा? 43.2, 44 सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो 172 आता, तो दिस विल बी 172.8x, राइट? 43.2x सब्ट्रैक्ट करो, so he'll be left with 172.8x is left with, and this is given as, so he has capital of 25,000. This is 25,000. So 172.8x is 25,000. Now what do we need to find out? How much bribe did he give at the end of 2nd year? Can I say at the end of 2nd year he had given 36x bribe? So we need to find out 36x. Cross multiply and you will get your answer. So can you quickly cross multiply this? So what will be the value? 25,000 into 36 divided by 172.8. So let me multiply by 10. Now what is 1728, guys? It's 12 cube. It's 12 cube. Okay. So this is 12 into 12 into 12. Correct? So if you just check, rounded off to nearest 1000, rounded off to nearest 100. So this is 12, 3s are 36 and 3 4s are 12. So we have 48 in the denominator and 2,50,000. So we need to divide this 2,50,000 by 48. Right, again, I mean, if you want, you can cancel off few factors, but if you solve this thing, now guys, please understand, let's do some smart calculation. Okay, can I say, had it been 50 over here, it would have been exactly 5,000. 2,50,000 divided by 50, it would have been 5,000. So this value should be slightly more than 5,000. Go for option C. Why do we need to get into exact calculation? Can we do it this way, everyone? Are you all clear with this? Fine. Okay. Sure. Let's take one more question. Try for this, everyone, and type your answer in the comment section quickly. On a certain sum of money, compound interest earned at the end of 3 years is equal to 1456. Compound interest at the end of 2 years is this one. Compute the principal invested. Right? Now guys, see, please understand, in the compound interest formula, which is amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r upon 100 whole raised to n. If you want, instead of this r upon 100, you can also take r. R is the decimal value now. Okay, so this will simplify your calculation. So here I can say amount at the end of second year. So I can say 1456 is equal to principal into 1 plus r whole raised to 2. Sorry, whole raised to 3, because this is the amount at the end of 3 years. Same way, what is the amount at the end of 2 years? So it is 880. Okay, which is principal into 1 plus r whole square. Yes or no, everyone? 3 years is this one, 2 years is this one. Now what you do is you just divide both the equations. So what will you get? 1456 divided by 880, correct, is equal to this one. So this is what we need to find out. So one way is, of course, can I say this p will get cancelled off? So what are we going to left with? 1456 divided by 880. Just solve this part, which is equal to 1 plus r, right? It is 1 plus r. R is nothing but r by 100. Yeah, remember that thing. So this, if you solve, it will come out to be 1.2, if I'm not wrong. This will come out to be but we need to calculate the principal, right? Compound interest on compound at the end of the year. Right, let's calculate rate of interest. That's another way of doing it. So guys, what is this value that you are getting? Are you getting 1.2? Just check. We can also do it in calculator. Okay, so let's use calculator. 1456 divide by 880. So what is the value? No, it is coming out to be complicated value. Just a moment. 1456 880 किया है ना? So this is going to be complicated. Okay, now let's see some other way. Everyone, if you just observe over here 1456, let's eliminate the common factor. So can I say this is 728 and this is 440, correct? So now I have got 728 upon 440, which is equal to, let me keep it this way, 1 plus r whole cube upon 1 plus r whole square. Guys, I am using a different approach because now I can see 728. Okay, please understand, somehow I can see 728. Can I write down 728 as 1728 minus 1000? Why have I written 1728? You know, it's cube of 12. 12 cube is 1728. So if you remember all these cubes, you will get quick thoughts. Okay. So you can of course do it that way, but I am using some simple method, a different approach. And same way, this is nothing but 1440 minus 1000. correct? Okay, so let's divide both, and this is equal to 1 plus r whole cube upon 1 plus r whole square. Let's divide both sides by 1000 से divide कर देते numerator and denominator. So what will we get? We'll get 1.728 minus 1 divide by this one will be so I can say this is 1.4 minus 1, correct? It's equal to 1 plus r whole cube upon 1 plus r whole square, right? This is compound interest at the end of 2 years. Guys, there is a mistake. See, there is a mistake. Please understand. This is compound interest earned at the end of 3 years. So can I say this is the amount minus principal करना पड़ेगा? Same way, amount minus principal करना पड़ेगा. So you will get this minus 1 over here, minus 1 over here, correct? This should be minus 1, and so on and so forth. So now if you observe, this part, let me just write over here. So this is nothing but 1.2 cube, right? Minus 1, okay? 1.2 cube minus 1 divided by 1.2 square minus 1 is equal to 1 plus r cube minus 1 upon 1 plus r whole square minus 1. क्या ये स्टेप समझ में आ रहा है सबको? Everyone, are you getting what I am doing? Are you all with me? See, because we missed out, we had written amount over there, but it's actually compound interest, so amount minus principal, that is what we missed. So if you put minus p over here, so this p will get cancelled off from numerator and denominator, and we got this one, 1 plus r cube minus 1 upon 1 plus r square minus 1, and this is 728 by 440. The moment I saw 720, I realized 1728 is 12 cube, 1440, so 144 is 12 square. So somewhere I am trying to convert it over there, correct? Okay, so this is how I'll realize, okay, if you just equate with this one, so can I say r should be 0.2? Because 1 plus 0.2 cube is over there, 1 plus 0.2 whole square is over here, so this is how I got r is equal to 0.2. Yeah, once I got my rate of interest, I can easily find out my principal, isn't that? So what will be my principal? So let me take 2 years wala case, 880 is equal to principal into 1.2 square, 1.2 square minus principal. This is what we know. And if we solve this thing, so we will get principal is equal to 880 divided by 1.44 minus 1, 0.44. So if you solve this thing, you will get this as 2000, right? Your answer will come out to be 2000. Yeah guys, show me a thumbs up. बहुत बड़ा question solve किया हमने, isn't that? It was complicated question, by the way. So typical tough CAT question. Okay. Yep. Fine. So guys, what we'll do is we'll stop here. We'll continue tomorrow with the same, and because we need to discuss few more concepts. The concepts that we are going to discuss tomorrow is this one, difference between SI and CI after 2 years. So there is a formula. So difference between SI and CI after 2 years is equal to same straight away P into R square upon 100 square. Same way, I'll also give you formula for difference between SI and CI after 3 years. Then we'll look at that rule of 72, very useful in the case of compound interest. Had I taught you that rule of 72 earlier, we could have solved probably that question slightly in an easier manner, right? So we'll understand that. And another thing is installment. So this is what we are going to discuss in the next session. Acha, now next session is not tomorrow, it is on Monday. So please check the calendar. Tomorrow we have a marathon session, marathon on arithmetic. So it is starting from 2 p.m. So please be there, all of you, for marathon. Yes, can I expect all of you for marathon? complete practice, complete revision of arithmetic topics, right? Arithmetic questions revision plus solving plenty of questions. Yeah, please spread in the various groups. Tomorrow 2 to 4 is the marathon, and 5 o'clock again the special class will be as per the schedule. Fine guys, so that's it for time being. Yeah, see you at 5 o'clock for the special class of algebra. Quadratic equation is what we are discussing today. Yesterday we had discussed linear equation, so I'll also address your doubts, so please be there for all my sessions. 5 o'clock. Yes, Saurav. Okay, 5 o'clock quadratic equation, okay, complete 5 to 6:30, and then 7 to 8 that LRDI session. Yeah, go for the plus subscription in case if you haven't gone for that, and if you have any query then talk to me on this ID. And yes, if you are attending my session for the first time, then quickly be part of this CAT_discussion group, so that you will get every day, you will get practice sheets as I had given yesterday, so you can also come up with your doubts over there. Thank you guys, that's it for timing.